how do you decide whether you should leave a DILR set and cut your losses and move forward, or should you stay and continue with the set? A lot of students have that dilemma when they are solving DILR sets. Even I have that. I have had that in actual CAT where I feel like horribly stuck. I don't know whether I should just leave this set. Is this a difficult set? Should I move on, or should I stick with the set? Am I very close to the answer? Should I stick or not? So here basically it is very difficult to decide, especially when you're in the heat of the moment. If you're in the CAT exam, it becomes very difficult to decide whether you should stay or whether you should leave. So let's see how we should make the decision. I would always say that have a heuristic or a measure with you before you go into the exam. Don't leave it at that moment to decide, because in the pressure of the exam, you will not be able to make good quality decisions. So what kind of measure or heuristic should you have? So I always like to think of DILR sets as solving of logical knots, untying of logical knots. There is one knot that is there that you have to untie. If it's an easy set, there's only one logical knot. If it's a moderate set, there are two logical knots. If it's a difficult set, there are three logical knots. Now, basically it means that there is one clue. If you understand the clue, if you use the clue, the whole set becomes simple to solve. It's an easy set. There are two clues which are pivotal clues. If you understand them, the whole set becomes solvable, moderate. There are three clues. All three of them need to be understood. All three of them need to be utilized to solve. Then it's a hard set. I would say that at the 5-minute mark after you have begun solving. So suppose you take 3-4 minutes to read the set. After you have started solving, after 5 minutes have passed from you starting to solve, if you have solved one knot, one logical knot, continue with the set. If you have not solved even one logical knot, leave the set. You are not making any real headway or progress. It indicates that the knots are not easy to solve. At least the first knot is not very easy to solve. So in that case, I would say that leave that set, move forward, find another set which you find more intuitive to solve. Secondly, suppose you have solved one knot. You are able to make some progress, but you don't know how to go to the next step. How do you go from level 1 to level 2? How do you go there? So if you have solved one knot, I would say persevere. Stay with the set because you are nearly there. Most of the sets will require one more clue or 1.5 more clue to get to the final solution. If you have had one significant insight, one significant aha moment where you understood what a particular clue meant, then stick with that particular set because you have made real progress, real advancement in that set. Then I would say that continue till 15 minutes till you get the final solution. Suppose it is 15-minute mark and you have not made any progress since that 5-minute mark. What should you do? If this is your first set, I would say that move on, solve another set and then come back to this set. Suppose you are going to solve only 2 sets, this is your second set, what should you do? I would say that there is some clue, there is some insight that is right in front of you which you are not able to see. The reason why I ask you to go to another set and come back is that generally whenever you have a fresh pair of eyes, you reread things again, and when you reread things, you understand things better because now you come back with a fresher pair of eyes than what you were seeing earlier. When you just see the same clue with the same eyes again and again, it will not click. But if you come back, it might click as such. But suppose this is your last set, you are not going to solve another set, what should you do? I would say then that take a moment, close your eyes and think that there is just one more clue that I have to get. I have to look at the conditions, I have to reread the conditions, and if I get that one more clue, I'm going to solve this particular set. So in those cases, if you are nearly there, you have had one insight but you are struggling at the 15-minute mark to do the second insight, calm yourself down, reread the conditions carefully again. You are nearly there, don't leave it at that particular moment. But if you have had no insight, no real progress, not a single knot solved, then leave those sets. Generally, if you think of processes as solving of knots, it becomes easier to figure out whether you have made progress or not. If you had one insight, it's one knot solved. 2 insights, 2 not solved. 3 insights, you're nearly there, you have solved the entire set. So whenever you think of these processes as physical processes, the decision becomes clearer because you get a sense of progress. Otherwise, the progress is a bit of a nebulous thing because you don't know whether you have made any real progress or not. So this is what I would recommend. If at the 5-minute mark after you have started solving, you have had one insight, stay with the set. If at 5 minutes you haven't had your first insight, go to another set because the first clue, the first knot over here, you're not able to solve, you're stuck over it. This is something that is non-intuitive for you. Leave it, find another set which is more intuitive for you. Persevering with the set which is not the right set for you, with a clue that you're not able to intuitively get, would cost you precious time. That time would be better spent on another set. So in such cases where the first insight is not there, move on. If the first insight is done, continue.